Welcome again to our fines meeting. Same problematic children alongside me, Ashwell Prince, Ryan Bailey, and Stephen Cook has not improved his posture. But you know what it is. It's all about looking for some fines, looking for some fun ways to maybe dissect how South Africa went today against India. And as you can tell, all these beautiful smiles. Gents, we won't get into the fines straight away, but let's get your thoughts first up on how South Africa did today. Ashy.
Yeah, fantastic performance. But just the build-up and everything to the match, you know, you could sense it in the build-up. The commentators around the ground setting the scene for us, full house. The atmosphere inside the stadium, Dale Steyn and Ravi Shastri explaining to us the vibes inside the stadium and the preparation. And Arne Nokia, he couldn't help himself. He had like a grin on his face before the match. He was saying, "Yo, I was practicing out there. The keeper standing on the circle to catch the balls." It was unbelievable, the carry. The fast bowlers definitely enjoyed themselves.
Hey, that's a fine. You got an untucked shirt. Right, what do you think, Ryan?
Unlucky.
One time.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good to watch. The pace, when there's pace on hand, it's like watching a leg spinner, the late Shane Horn. You get excited, you get up with the adrenaline starts pumping, and that for me was awesome. I mean, seeing Rabada, Nokia running in, the keeper catching it above his head, the slip fielder being at fly slip and not at the conventional slip position. So that for me was very exciting. Yeah, the build-up. I mean, India's always a big match. And to knock them off their perch and going top of the pool, love it.
That's a fine, the hat. Stephen, you have improved your posture somewhat. I see that one knee's just sort of gone that way. So, yeah, somewhat.
Thanks, Ed, thank you. Better. I see you also in your Sunday best.
Yeah,
that's a fine.
Okay, cheers. I'll have that one later. Right. What do you make of how South Africa win today?
Yeah, awesome. I think everyone's going to talk about the bowling. I mean, that was impressive. But David Miller, he's had such an amazing year, whether it be IPL, whether it be South Africa bilaterals, and to finish it off today, an unbelievable knock.
Did you go with anyone on your run today?
No, ran solo this morning. So while you guys were out on the golf course,
apparently you ran past Chicken Licken a few times to put in a few steps there. That'll be a fine as well.
He ran to Joburg and back. That's how far he ran.
But he ran 20. Jeez. Stephen Cook, our very own Stephen Cook, runs about 22, 21 Ks a day. Doesn't ask anyone to come with him. Brett Proctor's been putting his hand up, but he's not getting a call up. Anyway, that'll be double fine. Now we go into the performances for South Africa. I mean, you look at how David Miller batted. You spoke about it. You look at Aiden Markram. Let's start there. Aiden Markram, how he had to sort of change the tempo of the game and stick around. I think that was a crucial partnership.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they went about it. Normally in T20 cricket, your strike rate's high when you start. On that surface today, the strike rate was low. I mean, they were going at 60, 70 strike rate and then catching up at the later stage. And that's where you need experience. The youngsters want to go at it hard from ball one and get pressure off them. Miller and Markram, what they did was they absorbed a bit of pressure, made sure the ball gets a little bit older, waited for Ashwin to get into the attack before they targeted him.
Miller?
Oh, fantastic, as Stephen said. Markram had to provide that stability after the, 3 early wickets. But then Miller, he just spaced it. And like Ryan said now, on a different surface, they know that Ashwin, especially to a left-hander like Miller, is the danger guy. But on today's surface, there's zero turn on that surface. Yeah. So he just stayed nicely beside the ball, let it come into his arc, and then bang, bang. Took him at the right time. Didn't panic, as Ryan said, more experienced, and just managed the situation. There was a few people, maybe there should be a fine going on. There's a few people in our viewing area. It was a lot more tense than David Miller was in the middle. I don't know if the camera can catch Brett Proctor around here anyway, but Brett Proctor, he was very nervous there in the viewing area.
I'm going to fine you because it took you 2 seconds to answer. All right, Stephen, you're looking a lot better. Does Wayne Parnell get a fine? No, we're going to have a little twist here. We're giving fines for positive reinforcement into the Proteas side. Wayne Parnell starts off with a maiden. What a tone to their bowling effort.
Absolutely. Positive fines if we're going that. Wayne Parnell's definitely getting one. I'll give you another one. Catch with Rabada down at fine leg.
Yeah.
To come in off the boundary, dive full length forward, just keep the momentum on our side. That's a positive fight.
Buddy, we've been looking for this you've just come out of your shell. You look all of a sudden, little hat on now.
gotta be the
a
hat.
little spring in your step. You better watch out. You may be on the town tonight.
And Bales has shown his hair for the first time in a week.
That'll be
We're
a
speaking
fine.
positive fines, Cookie.
It was.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Rabada's catch down at fine leg. That's a fine job. But fast bowlers making, if he doesn't take that, if he goes a little bit later there, that's grassed, and all of a sudden it's a second opportunity for a top order batter in that Indian side.
What makes the catch so special is that it came directly at him. So to judge the flight, to judge the pace, and still dive forward to catch it, and at high speed, it's special. It's so hard to do it at fine leg when the ball's coming directly at you. I mean, mid on, mid off, the same thing. You can't judge the pace. And that catch for me kind of changed the game for us.
I need to be fined because I had a long conversation with Brett Proctor and I said, how have they left out Tabrez Shamsi, Lungi Saningidi, 4 for 29, 4 for 29. I deserve a fine, and Lungi gets a fine because he doesn't get a fifer like Andrik Nokia against Bangladesh, so it's a fine. Poor effort. Need to get fifer in T20 games, but what an effort with the ball, I tell you what.
Unbelievable. When he came on to bowl, all the commentators said he gets wickets, and after that fantastic start between Rapada and KG, he comes on and he strikes in his first over. Big wickets as well.
Big wickets, 100%. Wayne Parnell, 3 for 15, Stephen.
Yeah, no, he's done the business there, and that all-rounder role is always so crucial in any T20 side. So, for him to do that, and also, I suppose, minor role with the bat, but just be there through to the end. Yeah, good enough for me.
I'm not sure. I've been trying to stay away from this one.
While you're digging up there.
This one is I'm not sure. This one, I think it's time for Temba to get a fine, Jess. Is Temba getting a fine?
For good captaincy, you said positive fines? What is that?
There's a little lap there.
I thought it was your golf swing.
No, that's terrible golf swing. But does Temba get a fine, Jens? Does Temba get a fine for low strike rate? Anyway, all players are fine because none of you want to answer. Come on.
He played his options.
You played his options. Ryan, does he get a fine?
Positive fine, yeah, for great captaincy during the game, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was going along the same way. Unbeaten at the World Cup, captain. Can't be too critical.
You see, you should give him your clothes. They'll be a bit big and you'll look better and then you'll get better answers.
Seeing that you're attacking our captain, speak to us about the Zim game.
Yeah, all the Zim players are getting a fine. All of them, they get a no ball off the final ball to win by 4 and they only get 1 off it and lose by 3. Terrible. Terrible, they all get a fine and I think our fine session is coming to an end. But gents, as we look through now to the World Cup, South Africa on top of the table. They are smelling semi-finals, are they? Is it squeaky time, eh? Is it time, gents? Mana pela, eh? Is it time for big punisher there?
No, look, I think from a Proteas point of view, obviously last time around everything came down to run rates, net run rate,